Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Cveta Balijska and I'm joining you from Bulgaria. Some of you might know me as the organizer and host of the first international online playback theater conference in 2020 and later the European Playback Theatre Gathering in Sofia in 2022. I am the founder of Playback Theatre Here and Now and co-founder of the Balkan Playback Theatre School affiliated with the Center for Playback Theatre. This year, the next European gathering will take place from 2nd to 5th October in Salamanca, Spain, as part of the official 5th-year celebrations. Don't wait too long to register. It promises to be meaningful and inspiring. I'm also a member of the board of directors of the Center for Playback Theatre, CPT, and I have the great honor of coordinating the global celebration of 50 years of playback theatre this year. The Center for Playback Theatre, founded by Jonathan Fox, is the main institution that supports the development and quality of playback theatre training around the world. It hosts the accreditation system for trainers and schools, supports research and new initiatives, and cultivates global artistic standards and ethics in the field. Our close partner in this celebration is the International Playback Theatre Network, IPTN, the organization that connects and amplifies the work of companies and practitioners worldwide. IPTN runs international gatherings, shares resources, and supports emerging communities across continents. As part of this milestone year, CPT, Center for Playback Theatre, is organizing a year-long international celebration including a series of live interviews with founders and pioneers of playback theatre like this one, online peer supervision with trainers and practitioners from all around the world, an invitation to all playback companies globally to create performances on the theme Stories That Shaped Us in honor of the 50th anniversary. You can still join. Please go in our Facebook page or website and you can register to be part of this initiative. Listening Hour, initiated by Jonathan Fox 5 years ago and now practiced worldwide, and you can also be a practitioner of Listening Hour. You can check this online too. And of course, our Global Playback Birthday celebration in November 10th, marking the month of the very first playback theatre rehearsal in 1975. I hope I will see you all there also. All events are free and open to registration. More information you can find in our website playbackcenter.org, in our Facebook page Center for Playback Theatre, and in Instagram Center for Playback Theatre. And if you feel moved to support this work, you will find the donation link in the Zoom chat and in our website. Before we begin, let me acknowledge the teams that make all this possible. Board of the Center for Playback Theatre: Beata Shomuji, Igor Lubitov, Radhika Jain, Sikan Chung, Deborah Scott, Damilola Putieri, Sulinda Kash, Sheila Donio, Mina Mo, and myself. Our partners from the International Playback Theatre Network, IPTN, Andrea Sandoval, Emily Smith, Roberta Roberto, Ferran Luengo, Shirai Haley, and Hani Aurustum. And a few technical notes before we begin. This session is being recorded and will be published. By attending, you consent to this. Our technical team is here to support you. You will find them listed in Zoom as technical support. Today, a support comes from Beata Shomuji from Hungary and Damilola Putieri from Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here. Feel free to message them if you need help. And now, with deep joy, admiration, and gratitude, I have the honor to introduce our guest today. Kayo Munakata is a founder of Playback Theatre AZ, now in its 30th year. Founded in 1994, Playback AZ is the most prominent playback theatre company in Japan. She is often invited by schools, universities, governments, and corporations for training and performances all around the world. A co-founder of the School of Playback Theatre Japan with Jonathan Fox in 1998, Kayo is also the author of Introduction to Playback Theatre, now translated into English, Chinese, Russian, Korean, and Bulgarian. This book is the first book ever published in Bulgarian language about playback theatre, so we are proudly having this amazing book in Bulgarian. Kayo, welcome. It's a true honor to be here with you. How are you?
Okay, thank you. Wow, I'm so touched by seeing all the faces on the screen, and the for the organizing team. Please accept my deepest appreciation. I know how difficult and how much you took this effort to make it happen, and thank you so much.
Hmm.
So.
Y-
Well, I'm here. I'm quite nervous to speak in English.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah, of
okay.
course. Thank you. How? My first question is, how did Playback AZ begin, and what were the first? Oh no, this is not my first question. Sorry. This this is
Okay,
next.
that's it.
So,
Yes,
how did you first discover Playback Theater,
right.
and what drew you to it?
Yeah. So, I see Jonathan's face there, and I met him in November 1992, and I joined his weekend workshop in Japan, of course. And I was 44 years old. And if I remember correctly, Jonathan was 49 years old at that time. And I was working as a corporate training instructor. And I had a clear vision of my future and stable life plan. And then suddenly I stepped into a completely new world. So that's the first moment. And I'm from the background focusing on productivity, logic, efficiency. So I found the world of playback theater was very different. And curious. I was curious, Kyle. And I was eager to learn more and get involved. But unfortunately, there were no place in Japan to practice playback theater at that time. No place, no workshop, no training, no performance. So, well, that led me to a big decision that I need to go to New York. Well, so without knowing a lot, anyway, I decided to go to New York to meet Jonathan and Joe and to learn from them, even the ABC of playback theater. Wow. And that was the start of my bold journey.
Hmm.
So I decided to go to New York, and which means I decided to take my off from my business, which
Ooh.
was going very well, and my business associate thought I was crazy because I was taking a month leave from my job, and they said, "You are freelancer. You are freelancer." So, you know, you will lose your project and you will lose your client. And can you imagine how risky it is if you take this long break? Yes, of course I knew. But I said I would go. And also, I decided to leave behind my family. I had a family. one husband, and two children who are not so old. And my daughter Aki was 13 years old, and my son was 15 years old. And it was very crazy to leave them um, behind for weeks. Especially in Japan, and 30 years ago, it wasn't so popular that mother leaves their kids for such a long time. And my mother got angry. She said, "You are so selfish. You are so selfish. You are doing what you want to do, and you are going to neglect your children and your family." And she is a kind of woman who is and who was very conservative and traditional spirit she has. Well, anyway, 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 I didn't change my mind. So in the end, three of my family members, my husband and my daughter Aki, and my son, stood by my decision. Wow. And looking back at that time, I feel more and more grateful to people around me.
Mm.
Without their understanding and generosity, my path of playback theater would have been closed. So that's why I started to go. And then, anyway, I decided and I went to New York and I took the summer program in 1993, a few courses of level 2 and straight 2 week level 3. And I had little English skill and I didn't understand the content. So it was a tough learning experience, very hard. Well, and so at that time, in the end of the class, Jonathan interviewed us. Do you remember Jonathan? He interviewed me and he asked me how it was for you these weeks and especially level 3. Well, and my honest answer was that, well, I don't feel I have done level 3. And I don't think I say I can finish it. So maybe I need to do it again.
Mm.
And Jonathan said that's a good idea. It meant I failed. I failed the level 3 in 1993. So I took it again, participated the second level 3 in 1994. Well, I was so innocent. I didn't know anything. Well, and then I returned to New York after the summer of 1993. 6 months later, in winter 1994, and again 6 months later, summer 1994, again 6 months later, winter 1995. Every time a few weeks behind me, leaving behind my family. And in 1995 summer, I graduated finally.
Ooh, yeah.
Finally, wow, yeah. And the leadership class 1995 was very rich. And I remember my classmates from all over the world, and we told stories, we acted, we laughed, and we cried. Well, I remembering some of them. Veronica from Hong Kong, she was often singing, she was often dancing. And I remember Jennifer from Vermont. She shared her creative project using pretty dolls. And Karin from Switzerland, I remember her, she told a story of a squirrel in a wood. And Liz from Chicago, she shared an interesting acting exercises.
Hmm.
Well, all these classmates were grown-up playback theater person, grown-up leaders, grown-up practitioners. And among them, I was the only baby playback theater. So I imagine how it must have been difficult for classmates and of course for teacher Jonathan and Joe to include me, such a member who knew the least, who could do the least.
Hmm.
Well, but they were so nice and patient. They never excluded me, and I was quite happy to be there. And anyway, I graduated. And anyway, I was determined to keep moving forward without knowing what would be my future. So this is my story of my first time.
Wow. And what do you remember else from your early experiences and trainings with Jonathan and Joe?
Oh yes, two teachers. We had two teachers in level 3 at that time. Can you imagine two teachers, Joe and Jonathan? And I had a wonderful opportunity learning from them. What I remember from these early days is the differences between two teachers, difference between Jonathan and Joe. For example, even when they faced the same question, each responded in their unique way, in a different way. And both approaches were remarkable, and both were, of course, persuasive, very, very good. And I loved them so much. And it was quite clear that both of them, Joe and Jonathan, respected each other and the difference among them. So that's my memory.
Hmm.
Mm.
Amazing. Maybe if someone from the audience have another nice memories from their leadership or another classmate or something, you can write in the chat. It will be really nice to see your memories or your uh, lovely people that you have met during your education in playback theater. Next question is, how did Playback Theatre AZ begin and what were the first challenges?
Okay. So before I go to that question, I'd like to share a story with Jonathan in Japan. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Well, so when Jonathan visited Japan, he usually stayed with us at my home, not a hotel. So it was very special to be with him and also with Joe, living together in my home. And Jonathan surprised us by speaking to my husband in Japanese. Do you know he can speak Japanese so well? And on his days off, Jonathan's days off, he and my husband Uh, they enjoyed going to the stadium to watch baseball game. Baseball game. They both love baseball game. And one memorable thing is that the foul ball came into their seat. The ball. The ball flew to their seat, and they got that ball in the seat, and they got so excited, and they brought it to my home. And
Jonathan have the bow, but I don't know
oh, you
how.
have it!
Do you see it?
You
The bow
have
is
it,
there.
Jonathan! Wow! Wow, thank you, Jonathan, showing it. You have it, right? They were quite thrilled and bring that ball as a special souvenir. And what was more interesting is, Jonathan, do you remember that you jokingly suggested to my husband that that's how to share the ball? And you said this year you keep it in Japan for a year, and then next year I will have it in US, and so on. It was
Wow.
quite delightful to see Jonathan's creative suggestion. Of course, my husband was generous enough to let Jonathan keep it as it is. And these trips not only strengthened our friendship, but also created memorable memories we will cherish for a
Mm.
long time.
Jonathan, do you have a comment? Do you want to say something?
Yes, please. Do you remember?
Yes, of course I remember. And um, during the days off, we used to take trips around Japan, and I have so many wonderful memories of being with Kayo and Shigeru-san uh, in so many beautiful places in Japan.
Mm. Mm. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you.
And I want to say that the interview with Jonathan is online. So if you missed it, you can see our conversation. It was lovely. So it's out in our YouTube channel. Thank you, Jonathan, so much. And Kayo, let us proceed with the question
Yes.
about the AZ
Playback
beginning.
as. Playback as. Yeah.
Yeah.
We said it playback as.
Ah, you say it as. Ah, okay.
Not AZ.
Ah,
We
no
call
AZ.
it playback as. Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, okay.
So in 1994, we, including Yas Sakurai, who was my classmate in level 3 in state, we began hosting monthly workshop, 2 hours in the evening. And the theme of the first event was the first time, the story about the first time. And the first story told at that night was the experience that one of the men told about is he could ride bicycle by himself without any help. He could ride bicycle by himself. And he is still in my company since that time from the beginning. And I clearly remember that memory, and that's why how we started.
Hmm.
And at that time there was no playback theater performance. Playback theater was known just as workshop style. So even though we formed Playback as with several enthusiastic members, it was quite difficult to bring the idea of playback performance. And I experienced strong resistance from them. They said, I am happy if I can tell a story. I am happy if I can act. That's enough. And I'm not interested in rehearsal for the stage. So it was very, very difficult to bring the performance at that time. So can you imagine how many years we took for the first performance? It took 3 years. 3 years we waited until they say yes. So it was long, long time to wait for the first performance. We were very patient and we were very slow. That was how Playback AZ formed.
Wow, wow.
Mm,
So inspiring. Well, I
yeah,
think patience is one of the qualities we need to have when we do
yes,
playback theater.
right, right. And now we have 9 members, and 7 of them are the school graduates. So it's quite rich, rich members.
Mm,
Yes.
great. Are you still conducting and participating in shows?
Sometime, but I'm a kind of half retired
Mm.
since I have many wonderful conductors and in my company. So I don't have to be a conductor. I can enjoy being an actor, which I love so much.
Yeah, yeah. I feel you. Same with me. I wait for the moment that there will be more conductors in my company so I can perform.
Oh, yes.
Someday I have
Right.
time.
Yes, that's true.
Okay,
That's true.
Kario, I'm really interested in are there specific cultural elements in Japan that influenced how playback is practiced, such as themes, storytelling styles, or group dynamics, or else?
hmm So I'm quite excited to talk about this topic. Yeah. So this topic about the very special way we do in Japan.
Mm,
So I will explain. But when Jonathan visited, and it started from Jonathan's words, that he sometimes told us that his work in playback theater was influenced by traditional Japanese performing arts, he
mm.
said. And I'd like to show a short video, a short clip, if you are ready, and to demonstrate how our playback theater is. And it will explain and something. So I want you to focus on 2 things. So the special way, the highlights is key elements of Japanese culture is the simplicity
Mm.
and the set of form. So the you will see a tea room in this video. Tea ceremony. Do you know tea ceremony?
Yeah,
And
yes.
there is a tea room there, and it has only base, very very minimum, almost empty in the room, and you will see the hanging roll of a picture and flowers. That's it. Very very simple. And the second key element from Japanese traditional culture is a set of form, a structured format. You will see in this video a small entrance, and people must bow their head to enter. So, after watching the video, I will explain more, but please enjoy this short clip.
Let me first tell you what this film is
Oh, yes,
about.
please. Oh, yes,
Yes,
please.
yes. Living Stories, The Roots of Playback Theatre. The idea of making a full length documentary of the story of playback theatre came from Mohan Rai, a Nepali filmmaker who met Jonathan Fox during a workshop journey in 2016. In 2018, a crowdfunding action raised money to enable the filmmaker and the cameraman to travel to Japan when the 25th anniversary of Playback Theatre School happened, and to the UK where a special playback retreat happened on the spiritual island Iona. The documentary wanted to explore the roots of playback theater and put a focus on sources of inspiration from Nepal and Japan, as well as give credits to all the people who helped to develop in the early years. The initial intention was to shoot a core part of the film in the United States. Unfortunately, visas were denied many times to the Nepali filmmakers, which delayed the completion of the film. Now, luckily, the documentary got completed without travels to the US. It was screened during the Asian Playback Theatre gathering in Manila, Philippines, and will be screened during the European gathering in Salamanca, Spain this year. There will be further possibilities to watch the whole documentary. Right now, the film is handed into several film festivals, which is why it cannot be shared publicly yet. For more information, please contact Anne Dirnstorfer, and Dami will put her info for contact in the chat, and also Mohan Rai, the filmmaker. Their mails will be in the chat if you want to contact them. And now please enjoy this special piece.
美っていうのもそこにあると思うんです。ある人がストーリーを語る。ある時に一本の人の体験を一人の人の体験を一つのストーリーとしてそこに私たちが再現するっていう。
Well, what happened?
Now Dami will put it again.
Okay.
Maybe
ス
you
トーリーを
start from the
ある時に一本の人の体験を一人の人の体験を一つのストーリーとしてそこに私たちが再現するっていう。芸術でもあると思うんだけれども、それはほんの限られたお金持ちの人とか恵まれた人とか特権階級の人だけのものではなくて、
Thank
wow.
you. Thank you.
Wow.
Well,
Do you have a
I
comment?
hope you can enjoy the rest. They are wonderful, many scenes. So I hope you could get the idea of simplicity in this picture. So I believe this simplicity has a kind of similarity in playback theater. So I will share my idea how the conductor and the musician and actors can be simple as possible, as simple as possible, as conductors, as musicians, and as actors. So, for example, conductor, if it goes well, the interviews are very brief, very short, and to the point. The conductor helps the teller concentrate on story's essence. And they ask only a few targeted questions only. And we find out what the teller wishes to watch. So this is very short and very simple. One day, Jonathan offered the exercise in Japan. Just finish in 3 minutes. Make it short, make it simple. So that was one of the conducting lesson to make it simple. So about musician, and musician also refrain from adding unnecessary sounds. So 3 days ago in Hokkaido, Japan, the north part, I had a chance to perform for elementary school. And it's the No More Bullying project. And there was a story told by a 9-year girl. And she told the story that in the morning, her mother made her hair in a very stylish new way, very unique way. And she loved it so much and happy. And this daughter was so, so happy. But when she arrived at the school, one of the classmates said, that style doesn't suit you. It's not good. And she was so sad. She was so sad, and she all destroyed her hairstyle. She ruined, she destroyed her hair in the classroom. And that was the story. So the musician, and she is the musician who belonged to Pygmalion, the local company in Hokkaido. She first played the happiest part in the beginning, and then she stopped. She saved the sound long way until she got to the climate, almost in the end. And she played very, very beautiful story of sadness, profound sadness. And it was so touching for the teller and also for the classmates and the teacher, and of course to us. And I felt that the absence of sound allowed the climate scene to stand out and shine even more brightly. Only for the limited part, not all the way. And she was the wonderful musician in Japan. And so I'm not sure if I have enough time to share this, but her name is Yuka Sato. We call her Fan. And she is actually the 6th graduate of SPTJ. And she wrote the essay, the principles of aesthetic form of ikebana, flower arrangement, Japanese way, special way. And she wrote in that essay, less is more meaningful. That's the spirit of flower arrangement in Japan. The absence means a lot. So she's a good musician. Why not? I personally understood why she can be such a wonderful musician, because she has the spirit of this simplicity.
Mm, yes,
Yeah.
yes. So,
And yeah, is it okay?
yeah, it's so interesting, but I have more questions. I hope we'll
Okay.
have time for all of
Sure.
them.
Sure.
I want you to say a few words about the book, and how do you feel knowing it's read across the world, and also to say about the School of Playback Theatre and its development and core values.
Yes. Book. Book. First, I wrote this book in 1996. Then um, we had the English version. So I met Eddie from Hong Kong, and he strongly suggested to translate this Japanese book to English. And then from English, it came to Chinese. Thank you, Yu Chen. And then it came to your language, Bulgarian.
Bulgarian, yes.
Bulgarian.
Translation
And
Maria
then,
Matrochiska.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's in Korean too. So the background of this book is that level 4 students must write essays, for graduate. But there were no articles in Japan about playback theater in Japanese. All articles, all books were only in English. So it was so difficult for the level 4 students to get the references for their essays. So I decided to write book including the fundamental theories of Jonathan and Joe and their articles. So that was the beginning.
Yeah, it's really good book. I really recommend to all uh, to find it. I think how they can find it, Kayo, the book in English. Let's say maybe it's more easy for the people in English, or the other books. How can they find it to write to you?
Yes, of course. And I am happy to any affiliate school to translate in their own language.
Oh, great.
Today, we had Ukraine friends in our class. We were operating school courses today, the first day, and this friend asked us, maybe we can translate it in Ukraine. Well, and so on. I hope.
Perfect, perfect. Maybe if someone wants, he or she can
Sure.
contact us
Right.
also, and we will give your
Yes.
email. Okay,
Yes.
about the School of Playback Theatre, how it come into being, and what are the core values and priorities, and what are its current projects.
Mm-hmm. So our first, Jonathan founded SPTJ in 1998. And their background that he had been visiting Japan. One organization had been inviting him for years. So he stopped visiting Japan. And many Japanese people who wanted learn more from him lost their way. And they had English, they had a barrier, language barrier. They can't speak English, so they can't go to New York school. So this language barrier and their strong motivation to learn prompt Jonathan to return to Japan. So it was 1998.
Hmm. And now, how is it now? What are the current projects?
Well, we have been doing well. And over the past 27 years, we had level 4, the graduates, seven times of level 4, and 11 times of level 3, and 200 times of level 2. Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Wow, wow.
And well, it wasn't so easy, but And Jonathan wrote in his book, Beyond Theater, and that Kayo's organization, ACMAN, combined with the Japanese commitment to education, meant full class. And that's true.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
Yes.
That's really inspiring.
Right,
And
right.
yeah, yeah, really. I really hope I can come someday. Maybe other people are dreaming about it. So I hope
Yes,
that we can,
yes.
yeah, be.
Well, actually, maybe you know the IPTN journal. So in this coming IPTN journal, there will be an article about the progress of School of Playback Theatre. And you can find there the secret of SPTJ, how they have succeed, how we are succeeded this way. And you can read it.
Oh,
It
it's
was
the
written
current,
by Aki.
the last,
So it's coming. Not yet. It's
it's
coming.
coming.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh, perfect, perfect.
Aki wrote
We
the article. I just read it. Yeah.
That's perfect. And I also want to ask you, in your view, how is playback theater evolving globally, and what do you see as the next phase, maybe what's coming next?
Mm. Well, since I'm in Japan, it it we are in far east, very very far from the Western world and the rest of the world, and I feel a kind of we are isolated in a way when we talk about the world global. So for me, when you say global, for me it means Asia.
Mm.
Asia is global enough for me until now. I mean, so first we had the conference to 2003 in Shizuoka, and that was the beginning to open the door to the international world. And fortunately, this event had been followed by many Asian company and areas. Singapore in 2005, Taiwan 2009, Hong Kong 2013, and Mihara, Japan 2017, and the Philippines in this year. And I'm deeply appreciate, gratitude, grateful for. So this is global for me. Mm.
Yes. And before we go to the breakout rooms, do you have a favorite memory from an international workshop or performance that has stayed with you?
So it comes to the comment I did. See, the most impressed one was the 2003 in Japan because it opened the door. That was my first experience, international experience, fully engaged with the people over the world. And we had 100 people from abroad and 100 people from local Japan, and it was amazing. Many of you might have been there.
Yeah, if you have been there, please write in the chat so we know.
Right, right, right. It was wonderful.
Amazing. And in your opinion, what is the most essential quality of a playback performer?
Could you say it again?
What is the most essential quality of a playback performer?
Ah, oh, wow. It's difficult. It's a difficult question. Uh, long years ago, in leadership class, maybe it was the second leadership class, Jonathan used the word which was very, very difficult. I still can't pronounce it. Altruism.
Ah,
Altruism. Yeah,
yes,
is it correct?
yes, yes.
So he used this word in his class. And I didn't know what it meant, and I looked into the dictionary, and then after it touches me very deeply. And for me, as he said in his book, Acts of Service, he's used. So this spirit of service is very, very important for me to be a playback theater person.
Mm,
And
mm,
it's not so simple and it's not so easy, but performing, offering something without expectation to get something back. And I love this word learned from Jonathan very much.
mm, really inspiring. And now we'll take a short moment in a smaller group. Yeah. See you in 15 minutes.
Wakarimashita.
Thank you, Jonathan.
So, Kayo, now is the moment that I was thinking that we invite Japanese practitioners who want to join us and say a few words, maybe some memories or just reflections. And please say in Japanese that if someone wants to speak Japanese, you will translate for them. Kayo, can you say in Japanese that they can join, and if they want to speak Japanese, you can translate.
Okay. この辺りで日本から参加している人からの声を聞きたいと思っているんですけれども、皆さん、ここまでいらしてていかがでしょう。もし英語で話せなかったら、翻訳もしますので、どなたか日本からの声を聞かせていただけますかということです。
So, is there someone here from your company that you started with, a person that you have started with? Is someone here now?
I think so.
Yeah, can you
Yeah.
say the name? And
You mean the original member, right?
yeah, yeah,
The starting member.
yes, yes.
OK。ということは、94年にスタートした時からいる人で、ここに参加してる人ということは、つまりエリちゃんかなわかんないけ
Please,
ど。
yeah, please join us, and Dami will put a spotlight so they will come on the screen.
エリちゃんカメラオンにできますか
かいさん、エリちゃん。
エリ、
あ、はいはい。
高橋エリ子さん。
Please put your microphone on.
マイクをオンにできますかエリちゃん。もしエリちゃんが難しかったら誰か他の人にしようか。
Iri-chan ga mienai.
So there is no エリちゃん now. Maybe she left. She was there, but maybe she left. I'm not sure.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
If someone wants to join, please give us a sign. And we want to hear, because it would be really interesting for us to hear another word from a Japanese practitioner that is here with us now, and your impressions of your playback theater work. So if you
Right,
want to join,
right.
would be
Okay.
nice. And others, of course, now is the time that we open our space for direct interaction with Kayo, so you can ask a question or share a thought, a feeling with her now. So this is the moment that you can join live and ask your questions and to be with Kayo in this precious moment that we are here live in internet, right? Still, but we are live all together here. So please come and put your mic and give us a sign that you want to say something or to ask a
So,
question.
is there Yas? Yas いる?
はいはい。
If Yas is here, he is the person who engaged from the first, right?
Can you please put your camera and mic on so we can see you on the stage?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, you're here. Your turn.
What should I talk about? I think in the breakout room, I talked about マンハッタンの誓いの話をしたんですけど、
Wow.
どうやってやつができたかっていう話なんですけどね。
Yes. You can speak in English.
All right. It was a very hot summer day when both Kayo and I had Jonathan School of Playback Theatre in Vassar College. And there's a kind of intermission between the courses. And we've been to Manhattan and stayed there. And we had a drink on the very expensive hotel, highlight floor. And we talked about when we go back to Japan, let's have a company. That was the very starting point of Playback AZ.
Wow. And how many years are you practicing?
How many?
Oh, me?
Yes.
Maybe
Since
maybe
then,
it was
I'm doing Playback Theatre.
90. It was 1994. Must be. It was 1994. The summer of 1994.
Yes.
Jonathan,
young.
you wanted to say something, Jonathan?
Yes. How many drinks did they have?
Not at all.
A lot.
Uh, okay. Yes. Do you want to say something else about your playback theater journey?
Well, so many memories, so many wonderful memories, because I have retired now from the school in Japan, and we worked very hard, and the students over all these years were so motivated. And we had wonderful graduation ceremonies. And of course, many other things, but I really can't say more now.
Mm.
Just my appreciation to Kayo-san and the members of Playback AZ for their dedication to playback theater. As you've heard from Kayo, it's from the beginning, she was just inspired.
Yes, as so many of us, we started Playback Theater Societies really inspired, and then slowly.
I'll say one other thing, and that is, of course, when Kayo first came and then came again and came again, I knew she was leaving her family back home. And of course, this is true of many people who became interested in playback and then left their homes to come to New York. And I always felt quite guilty for my role in, bringing them so far from home.
Well, imagine what you and Joe created, that so many people leave their homes to learn and to develop. It's amazing, Jonathan. It's really amazing. And in Bulgaria, we have so many youths in love with playback, and this is This is great. I mean, I'm really thankful that they can have playback theater from the really early years. This is so precious, and I'm so grateful that we can give this to our kids. So yes, so thank you so much. And Kayo, do you want to say something now after the reflections and the breakout rooms and other things? Before again, I will give the word to the audience, and if they want to ask questions. But
Okay.
do you want to say something before that?
All right. How many minutes do I have?
I don't know, few, 5. I don't know.
Well, if you are interested in, many people are interested in, I would like to share how my company practice to about actors to be make it simple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's about the ninja role mainly, ninja role, unchosen actor. So in our rehearsal, this ninja roles comes our discussion point. And many times we have a discussion that is a ninja role necessary in this scene? We ask ourselves.
Mm.
And we enact the same story, deleting ninja roles in various scenes. Delete this ninja, delete this ninja. We don't need ninja here. And this leads quite interesting discovery. Simpler is better. So please try. No more ninja. No additional action. Only the essence, only the simple one is the best. So this is one exercise. And the another example is that during a recent performance at the school, we enacted a story about conflict between two person, a teller and her friend. And we acted with only two actors. So there were, of course, one more actor on stage, the third one, but she decided do not appear on stage at all. From the beginning to the end, she left the stage. And it was quite well done. And I believe that her decision was the significant contribution to the story.
Mm.
So make it simple, make it less. So that's our rehearsal training and practice.
Well, yes, it's easy to say and hard to do because when we are on the stage, like
Mhm.
the feeling is like we don't do enough, you know. Like we are, it's really hard when we watch a performance, we see everything, but when we are on the stage, it's really
Yeah, yeah. So I tell my company members, we will be on stage for the story, for the teller, not for ourselves to shine, not to, not for ourselves to show off how wonderful I am. I am such a wonderful actor. So it's quite difficult, but we are trying to make it simple.
yes, yes, definitely, definitely. So now I will again give time and space for someone who wants to say something to Kayo and ask something or just share an impression of its her on his playback theater journey or whatever you want to ask or say. We have few minutes for that. So please put your mic on and speak to us.
Hi,
Yeah.
can you speak now?
Yes, hello, Emiko.
My name is Emiko from Sendai, and I just met Kayo and Aki in Yokohama today for this the workshop, and I was so happy to meet this event that I was very honored to be able to attend this meeting. And I would like to mention that it's just only the 3 years I get know that the playback theaters. Whenever I see the Kayo-san and Aki-san, always they tell us that how much we have to respect the teller, because teller's story is the first priority when we do the playback theater. That kind of the sincerity is touched me, and even that when I first show up the playback theater as a teller, I was so touched of the every actor, conductor, and musician treated my story very, very with respect, and I was so touched. And always Kayo told about strongly pointed that things I was really appreciate. And thanks to Mr. Dr. Mushiake, probably he's here. And 3 years before, in Sendai, Japan, Aoba Playback Theater was founded because of the Dr. Mushiake founded, and I was so happy to get involved with this playback theater team. And the reflection room in the room 6, we talked about a lot of things about simplicity and making a space, like Kayo told us. That is really, really helped to our performance. That's the thing I wanted to share it. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Kayo.
you. Thank you, Emiko, so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. Yes. Kyle, do you have a comment?
Me?
Yeah, if you want to say something.
Well, it's great to have Emmy in Playback Theater World because that area, Tohoku, do you know the Tohoku area? It was the empty place in Japan. There are many playback places, playback people all over the Japan, but in that area there was no company. So I am expecting them so much.
Oh,
Yes, and probably Dr. Mushiaki is here. Probably he can mention something if
Of
he's
course.
okay.
yes, please, if you wish.
Yes, I think my area, Tohoku area, is empty in playback theater, so it's not easy to start a new company. But I think with the help of Aki and Kayo, and also with help of other young students, we finally start a new company. So I think if the playback theater future of playback theater is depend on the youth. So many young people interested in playback theater. So I would like to ask and young people in Japan and especially in our area to join this playback theater movement and somehow contribute inclusion and diversity in this world. And I think it's very important. Playback theater is a very powerful in this respect. And so, yeah, thank you very much for me to join these groups. Thank you.
Oh, thank you for sharing. And before Olesia ask her question, Kayo, how many playback theater companies are there now in Japan?
Yeah, I know there are 20s, more than 20, as I know, but there must be some company or some playback theater world which I don't know. So I can say at least 20 or something.
Mm, mm. Good, good. That's good. Okay, Olena, please.
Yeah, my name is Olesia, and
Oh, Olesia, sorry.
yes,
Alessia.
and I'm from Ukraine, but came to Japan when war started in Ukraine. So now I live in Tokyo, and I'm grateful to Kayo and to Aki and Playback AZ as a team for supporting from the very beginning when I approached them and offered to do charity performances to support wounded people in Ukraine. And we performed together on the stage. And then based on that, now we have Ukrainian group Playback Theatre, Mavki, who play together with Playback AZ and perform charity performances. And also Kayo offered 3 members of our group to join training on ritual and music, which is ongoing today, tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. And it's so much support that I felt here as a playback member, as a playback member of global community. So it's still touching my heart, and I'm thankful for this meeting today and possibility to express my gratitude to Kayo and I can play back in that. And also I know that as I lived in bomb shelter for 2 months, I remember how Kayo sent me a message, supportive message, and then contributed to donations for Ukrainian School of Playback Theatre at the beginning of the war. So thanks a lot for this opportunity. And Japan was a place where I met Jonathan 2 years ago for the training as well. And my dream came true in Japan to be on the training with Jonathan. Thank you very much for that miracle.
Yes.
Thank
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Lesia. Okay, we have a question from Fabi. Please.
Yeah, I was laughing because I heard Kaya's saying to the group, "I'm expecting you." So she was telling Emiko, "I'm expecting you." So whenever I hear Kayo, "I'm expecting," I'll say to you, "Good luck."
Thank you.
Yeah, but I mean, because Philippine playback would not have thrived if not for Kayo-san's kindness to us. She often comes to teach us. Well, actually, that used to be every year she comes just to train us. So the foundation of Philippine playback is basically also Kayo-san's and Veronica, and of course, Sir Jonathan. But yeah, we are very grateful because we would not have that formal training and really have a knowledge of what really playback is and what playback can do if not for Kyle's silence. So even as we continue to explore and experiment more new forms of playback theater, but the foundation really is from Kyle's hand. So we're very grateful. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Fabi.
Mm.
Pavel Troyanovsky, welcome.
Yes, hello. Arigatou gozaimasu. Omoshiroi desu. I'm very inspired by Kayo's talk, and thank you for organizing it. It was amazing. And I wanted to share a metaphor that came to me when Kayo talked about simplicity. I play table tennis. I really like to play table tennis. And sometimes in table tennis, it's a lot of ways to win. And you can play very complex, hard shots, tactics, and things like, oh my God, I will do this and this and this. But instead, a small, simple touch, can be the most beautiful and sometimes the winning way. And it's really resonated with me what Kayo said about simple conducting, simple play, because in my group, I have a group here in Israel called Plastilin. We play, and I see a lot of times when we conduct, we tend to do it long because we are emotional in it, and it becomes long, and I see the energy is going down, and it's hard. And I always want to go to this simplicity, but it's hard to share this vision with the group to make it practical. But I wanted to say thank you, and that it's my dream one day to come to Japan.
Yes, please come. Okay, thank you.
Arigato.
Yeah. So listening to him, I just thought of our motto, the slogan, short plays, high tension. We say in Japanese, 芝居は短く、テンションは高く。Short plays, high tension. Short and high tension. That's our motto when we play a story back.
Short
Jonathan,
play,
short.
high tension.
High tension, short plays, high tension. Jonathan raised the hand.
Yeah, please, Jonathan.
I just wanted to perhaps when Mishiake Sensei, when he's from this Tohoku area, this empty area, and they've been doing a very interesting project that I think people would be interested in. So at his university, with the support of Playback AZ, Kayo, and Aki, they have a grant from the Japanese Department of Science and Technology for 3 years, and maybe it continues. And this is so impressive. And maybe Kayo-san or Eddie, you can just comment about the purpose of this grant, and for us in Playback to be supported by a science and technology department is very significant, I think. And the purpose of this grant is to help university students, young scientists, experience less stress and understand themselves better. And so I think it's a very important development for Playback everywhere.
Oh, thank you, Kayo. Do you want to comment?
Well, maybe Eddie, Mushiake-san. Mushiake-san would be the
Yes.
better person because he knows
Well,
better than I about
yes,
this
I think
project.
TST
Please.
Japan Science and Technology support our project to use this kind of theatrical method to prevent loneliness and isolation in society. And I try to evaluate effectiveness of this playback theater in education, especially higher education, in not just the children, but the university student or even higher. And I think it's very effective and very important to prevent isolation. And also it encourages them to know each other and know various kind of values and difference. And so I think many people talking about diversity and equality and inclusion, but I think it's not so easy to accomplish this kind of society. But I think playback theater is very promising in this respect. And I've also tried to evaluate why this playback theater form is very special in compared with other theatrical method. We experience many different types of theatrical method and compared effectiveness. And I think we gradually understand how playback theater is so special, respect each other's story. I think this is essence in this project. So yeah, I'm very happy to have opportunity to work with Kayo and Aki and Jonathan, and I think playback theater is very, very important for the future in human society. Yeah, that's all.
Oh, thank you. This is really interesting. Wow. I hope we'll know more when it develops. Ariane Queen from Perth Playback, please.
Hi, I just want to say today's a very special day because 9 years ago I had the opportunity to meet Kayo and have a master class with her in Taiwan, and then a week later with Jonathan. And one of the goals that I had on that leader program was to change the makeup of the theatre, playback theatre in WA, to have less Caucasian, more diversity, and 9 years later we've achieved that. We have a very international theatre company now, with certainly from places all over, and it's richer for it. So I've never forgotten some of the things that you shared in that first week, Kayo, that changed my mind and thoughts around playback. So I really wanted to come on and just acknowledge everything that you've offered, and I continue to take forward through into Perth and into others in Australia. So thank you to both you and Jonathan. Of course, Veronica has passed, but she was very much part of my world then as well. So thank you. That's all I wanted to say. But I think the playback transcends any of the languages, and transcends the way that we can connect with each other as human beings and share the simplicity that we can offer.
Thank you so much. We are going to the end of our talk today. Our interview will be recorded and it will be in YouTube, so later you can come back to these inspiring words. But before I give Kayo a final time and space for her, I want to ask if anyone from the present people here want to say something or ask something before we are slowly going to the closing of this series, this part of the series, First Generation Speak. So this is a final moment if someone would like to ask or just say something.
So I have an idea
Mm-hmm.
that maybe we can invite Aki, because many people mention her, and if she's here, we can invite Aki, she is. You can meet her if she's
Good.
okay.
That's great. If she's here,
Are
great.
you here, Aki?
That would be really nice. And we
Yes,
have yeah, okay.
yes,
So
I'm
Lalu raised hand. You will be after Aki.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I just wanted to echo the sentiments around the importance of playback theatre in institutions of higher learning or universities, especially within the context of uh, of um, of mental health, where you would find that some of the most like the clinical approaches to mental health may not really be that useful, where there's a context or the majority of the students maybe not even affording to go for counseling, or the counselors themselves being limited, and how stories begin to be that aspect that open opportunities for engagement and open enough for people to name what it does for them. Some people say it was free therapy for me. Some people say I felt healed. So I'm just fascinated about that, because it's the area that I'm also much more interested in, the power of playback theatre to address mental wellness, especially in universities, public universities.
Thank you.
Do I need to answer?
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I can't answer in a very good way. You need to go to the workshop or training for 2 or 3 days to get the answer. And I'm not the specialist, so sorry. It's not so easy to find the answer.
Maybe if someone who is here, if you know something or you offer, please put your email in the chat, so maybe she can see your mail and contact you. So if someone have an answer or idea about that, please write in the chat so you can connect. So Aki, please come back and let us chat for a while.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, hello. You were mentioned several times.
Yes. Yes, I was mentioned from people
We
from.
can't hear you.
You cannot hear me?
Yeah. Now it's good.
Okay, okay. So I have I was mentioned from people, and I was also mentioned by Kayo, my mother, and I was feeling a bit, I don't know, not embarrassing, but people are talking, and so I just want to share one feeling or one moment from myself. So Kayo mentioned about the early days of her playback life. And at that time, I was maybe 13 or 14 or the very beginning of teenage. And also Jonathan mentioned that he felt guilty about creating lots of playback people. And so as a girl or as a member of family who were left, I enjoyed my life. So maybe people who are feeling guilty or who might feel guilty in your future life, you enjoy and we enjoy. So I believe to pursue the way the one belief is might be good thing. So yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope my daughter will say the same.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much for joining. And Kayo, now is the time for some final words or something else you want to
Yeah.
say.
Okay, so thank you. And the last but not the least, I'd like to mention about Veronica. When we say the first generation, I can think of Veronica, and she is really the first generation in Asia. So I deeply appreciate what Veronica offered us. Yeah, that's all.
And before I say the final words, I was wondering what the name of Playback Theater as mean, because I say AZ.
Yeah,
I was thinking that
right.
is I was thinking is the alphabet, but maybe it's
Yeah.
not. So what is the meaning?
Well, okay, that's a good question. So it meant we will play any stories back from A to Z, all of your stories from A to Z,
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
That was
Okay.
our idea first.
Yeah. And you pronounce it as.
Playback as,
Mm.
playback as.
Yeah. So you know one Bulgarian word. As in Bulgarian means I.
Wow,
Yeah. So you know this word, as in Bulgaria is I.
playback
Thank
me.
you. Yeah, playback me.
Thank
So yeah, thank you, Kayo, so much, and for all of you that are here and all of you that contributed with your questions and comments. It was really, really inspiring. And once again, deep gratitude to our wonderful technical team today, Beata Somuji from Hungary and Dami Putieri from Nigeria, and both from CPT for holding this space with such presence and care. So thank you guys so much. Of course, thank you, Kayo, for your generosity, depth, and inspiration. And thank you to everyone who joined us today from all around the world. And thank you again to CPT and IPTN boards for making these whole year events possible. Before we finish, I want to warmly invite you to the next interview in the series, August 19th, with Aviva Apel Rosenthal from Israel. She was here this evening, so next time she will be our speaker, so it will be great. This interview will be followed by interviews with Paivi and Karin. We had it with Paivi, and we will have Paivi, Karin, Ben Rivers, Farah, Sulin, and others every 19th of the month until November, and the interviews that we made you can see in our YouTube channel ready to watch. And of course, please join November 10th, our 50th birthday playback theater party. It will be global gathering. There will be some playback history. There will be playback theater performance and other nice things. So you can register for this celebration in the forum you can find in the website and in the Facebook event. So please stay connected, share the invitations, and consider supporting CPT with a donation. The link is in the chat. And thank you to all who joined from all around the world. As we celebrate 50 years of Playback Theatre, we honor not only the past, but we honor also the future, a future shaped by the stories we choose to hear and the communities we choose to build. Let's stay connected, let's keep listening, and let's keep growing together. Thank you all. See you soon. I'm Cveta Baliska from Bulgaria and from Center for Playback Theatre. It was really a pleasure for hosting you. Bye. Bye.